Hey, my team and I have chosen Visual Studio Code as our IDE, so let's check it out. So I'm gonna talk about the interface of the chosen editor, which is Visual Studio Code. And when you open up the app, there will be a starter page over here. And as you can see, it is very useful for a new coder before writing a new code. And over here, you can see there will be an activity bar which contains several options for the user to choose depending on what they intend to do. And down here we have the sidebar. Sidebar is to assist you while working on your project. They will be working like Explorer. And over here we have a status bar which will display the information about open project and the files you edit. And that's all for the interface. Let's move on to the options. Thank you.
So let's move to the first option, which is the Explorer. Here we can easily open, browse, and manage all the files in your project. Such as I can easily click and it will pop out on the screen menu. So I can edit it anywhere I want. Next is the search option, which is I can easily search for a specific word. Such as I can search for data communication and it will show me 4 kinds of data communication in different places. Next is the source control. Here is where you can implement the source control of plugin and also the source control of VS package. And also the last one is debugging section. This is the one of the most uniqueness of the Visual Studio Code, where it can easily debug the extension from the other language, such as we can easily extend the C, C++ language or Java language or any kind of language by clicking the extension part. Thank you.
The other option that exists in this Visual Studio Code is the extension. Extension is where we can import and install other language that can be used in the debug session. Such as example, we want to install the Python, so we click on the Python and then we click the install. Okay, we now move to the setting. This setting is like the more common setting, has the common palette setting, keyboard shortcut for the easy use in this Visual Studio Code. We can change the color theme. Then we go to the split bar option. This split bar will make our work easier as we can refer to each other. These sidebars can be vertically or horizontally. Then we go to the more action. In this more action, we can search for our text editor, such as this tester. Then it's appeared in this. So that's all. Thank you.
However, there is a few drawbacks of our IDE, which are the first one, not support all language, which is it just support a few languages such as C++, HTML, Java, and so on. The next one is cannot use any editor or tool. One is word on our IDE, we cannot use any editor or use even if we wanted to. Actually, we could, but it will be hard. Okay, the last one is it's not fully IDE, where Visual Studio is half of IDE and half of text editor.
The reason why we choose Visual Studio Code is because it is available for Windows, Mac, and Linux, so we can hit the ground running no matter the platform. Second, we can edit, build, and debug with ease. VS Code includes built-in support for intelligent code completion, rich semantic code understanding and navigation, and code refactoring. Interactive debugger allows us to step through source code, inspect variable, build code stack, and execute command in the console. We can walk through source control without leaving the editor, including viewing, appending, change div. Next is the robust and extensible architecture. VS Code includes a public extensibility model that lets developers build and use extensions and richly customize their edit build debug experience. Besides, we can make it our own by customizing every feature to our liking and install any number of third-party extensions.